Hi, my name is Michael Sullivan. I'm currently in my last semester of a Bachelor of Finance at Curtin University. I chose to study finance as I've always had a keen interest in business, having grown up around medium to small size family businesses. My philosophy is that finance is the backbone of business, and sound financial reasoning and decision making allow the business to focus on the product or service they're delivering and have less stress from external factors. Throughout my time at Curtin, most of my elective units were taken from the School of Property and Economics. This ignited a strong interest in the property and construction industry and resulted in me completing a carpentry apprenticeship whilst finishing my studies. The studies have taught me to think in a certain manner, placing emphasis on critical thinking, creativity and problem solving, skills I honestly believe will enable me to follow my career path. The purpose of this presentation is to outline my movements going forward in regards to my job and career pathway and to evaluate my time at Curtin. The employability tool offers valuable insights to the individual in highlighting strengths and weaknesses. My results were as I would have expected for my dominant strengths and weaknesses, with the prominent strengths being emotional, ethical, cultural and social literacies. I would describe myself as a very emotionally aware person and have a deep fascination for the internal workings of people. I've taken 3 electives from the School of Psychology, which I believe has reinforced the relationship between the people's actions and their values, beliefs and biases. This awareness has made me very critical of my own actions, and I endeavour to understand them in a causal manner. My weaknesses included basic literacy and rhetorical literacy. The biggest challenge I face is time management and organisation. This can also have adverse effects on goal setting, planning goals, and acting out the plan. I often become bored and am naturally attracted to new and exciting concepts, making this difficult. My results were very similar both times I completed the activity, illustrating more effort is needed to evolve the weaker components. I found this unit rather strange as a way to finish off my degree. I looked at it essentially as 5 separate assessments with very little participation needed. This was perhaps increased due to how busy I've been this year working in construction due to the current boom that is occurring, and I'm also in Broome, making it rather hard to interact socially as I'm studying remotely, which has proven very different to my studies on campus. As for the content, I found it interesting and the overall structure of the unit effective in provoking thought about the future. I enjoyed writing a career plan before the second round of GATI pitches. I found this activity to bring loose plans and ideas into a concrete state where you look to realise your career goals, which naturally led to constructing a plan to achieving them. I could not have enjoyed my time at Curtin more. I made some great friends, studied interesting units, and enjoyed all the social aspects of campus. I began at Curtin after taking a gap year post-high school and initially enrolled in a Bachelor of Education. I found education interesting, but didn't feel as though it was challenging me. After 3 semesters, I made a shift to commerce, where I began property and finance as a double major. I ended up dropping property and continuing finance. I enjoyed my time in finance, however I think it was a decision driven more by practicality, and I somewhat regret not studying something I had a deep fascination for, such as psychology or biology. I would also reevaluate how I treated my time studying at Curtin. I would say that I treated study as a secondary priority to work. All in all, I managed the demands of both well. However, I did take a semester off to focus on work when I founded a landscaping business with a friend. I will study further and I hope to do it at Curtin. I'd like to expand on my finance background so I'm eligible to become RG 146 compliant, enabling me to manage self-managed super funds. On top of this, I will continue completing my Bachelor of Education with intentions to teach down the track. My career plan. My career plan is to bring the 3 fields together: education, construction and finance. I'd love to get in a position where I work 3 to 4 days a week in a high school in the southwest, using the remainder of my time to focus on my own and clients' developments. I see a lot of sense in delivering a service where the builder and developer are one and the same, essentially streamlining the process and delivering a service where margins are minimised, therefore putting profits back in the projects for stakeholders. I believe that my time at Curtin has taught me the fundamentals of finance to enable me to do this, with my Bachelor of Education enabling me to choose this career path, which I'm approximately 2 years off completing. I value diversity and tend to get bored and frustrated by monotony. So I'm aiming to have a career that is a mixture of hard work, physical and intellectual challenges, while also trying to enrich lives of others. I'm a big believer that a keen interest in what you're doing is great for productivity, but also a necessity to feel fulfillment. I hope that I feel as passionate as I think I will in 5 years' time about my chosen career path. 5 years seems to be roughly the time frame where you will start to see momentum, having been 3 years out of your apprenticeship and having a couple of years teaching experience under your belt. I would hope to have undertaken at least one of my own ventures by now. From my perspective, I'd love to purchase a small rural block and build a nature retreat surrounded by the beautiful bushlands that WA has to offer. I feel that the experience and learning curve involved in undertaking my own project will instill a sense of confidence in others to trust me with their vision and capital to deliver them a high quality, well constructed development project. I'm very excited for the work that will come, especially in the superannuation field, where I believe people will look to diversify assets into small to medium sized rural ventures, delivering profitable businesses and the amazing lifestyle that comes with the territory. In conclusion, the unit and the employability tool has highlighted areas that I need to continue to put energy into to grow. It has cemented areas I know to be my strengths, which I can lean on in times. I'm very excited for the path that I have chosen, and I'm happy with the enthusiasm that I'm pursuing it. I owe a lot to Curtin. It not only provided me with 2 degrees crucial to the plan, but also developed skills that are beneficial to my aspirations. I think that my industry will continue to thrive, and I'm excited for the journey that lays ahead. I'm sure that in 5 years' time, I'll look upon the process with pride and continue to learn.